I would also put some money into the radio stations so that they can expand their playing roster and not play the same 500 songs. Because each station does it. Except for the old lady station, old man and old lady station that plays like
37.4, right? Or
93.7. That, and they're like, they'll be on, like, if you guys are in Winnipeg and you can listen to the station, it's fabulous because they'll be like, hello?
Here's the weather.
Are
we on?
Did I push the button wrong?
Okay.
That was Darla's Darlings by 16-year-old Mavis Willoughby.
Hey everyone, we're BUCKO. This is my best friend Lauren.
This is my best friend Aaron.
And today we're going to do the Brewster's Millions Challenge.
Mm-hmm. Dave challenged us. We have to figure out, you have to spend $10 million in one day in Winnipeg. And it has to be spent on the day.
So it's not really Brewster's Million. Brewster had like 30 days to spend 30 million?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Something like that. Anyway, so we got to spend $10 million within Winnipeg on one day. Mm-hmm. So, what do you do, Lauren?
A lot of ice cream.
Lauren's going to
Kidding. I'm going to shit my face off. No,
that'd be a busy day. Let me just start off by saying that's a busy day. Yeah. I would wake up pretty early.
I would wake up at probably 1 a.m. so that I could be done by midnight.
The next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would do some crazy stuff, I think.
Yeah? What would you do?
No, you go first.
Well, Dave pointed out that you can't buy a house in one day. And that means, like, spend it. Like, yeah, you could be like, I want that house. And then be like, cool, we'll meet you next week. And then you sign these papers. That doesn't count in this challenge. You have to be able to spend the money. So I think I would go to a Winnipeg-owned travel agency. And I would book a trip to Australia and New Zealand. And I would pay for it that day and have it booked. So that way, that when I do go, I'm not spending any of that $10 million on that trip. But I would, and it would be nice. Like, cool, remote, mountain in New Zealand, like hanging out, traveling, that kind of stuff. Then I would book on my way home. I would book my trip to Egypt for a private tour of all of the pyramids with like super amped up security because it is not a safe place at the moment for a single woman to be traveling by herself. I'm not single, I'm married, but I mean like on my own singularly. If Aaron wants to come, he can come too. But he
thank you.
He has his
That's
own 10
nice.
million. He has his own 10 million. So I would pay for that. And then it would all be paid for and planned here. Then I would probably I would buy a car on the day. Can I do that, Dave?
Yes.
So I can do that. I would buy myself a nice car, like a practical one, and then I would buy like a fun car. And then I would set up a business on one day where people could rent that car from me so that I could make money in the future, but that business was set up on one day so it counts. And then I'd probably go shopping for clothes.
Very practical.
Because that's fun. And then I would probably like donate some of it to like a kids program for like sports equipment or something. Arts. Something like that. I don't know what else I'd do.
Is it my turn yet or what? Let's do this.
All right. Wow, everyone.
Okay. I would start by buying the front page of the newspaper.
Cool. Which one? Which newspaper?
All of them.
Okay.
And I would reinstate the Metro as well in this,
the free
this
newspaper.
bodunk town of two paper run town.
Yeah.
I would put myself also as the sunshine girl of the Sun newspaper.
For how long? Just one day?
No, for the rest of the month.
Nice. Can I pick out the outfits?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I would buy a bunch of billboards, and I would start with the one at Osborne.
At Confusion Corner?
Yes, that independent jeweler one that they always have constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's kind of cool. It's sparkly.
And I would just to make that independent jeweler angry.
They must not be doing too bad, those independent jewelers, to pay for that billboard.
On the front cover of the newspaper, it'd be like, millionaire holds a scavenger hunt.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Right? And that basically I would have a scavenger hunt, and then $5 million would be the prize.
So half of it.
Half of it. I do, because I want...
But they have to win it that day, otherwise they don't.
They have to win it that day.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to win it that day. And there would be a lot of, and one of the things they would have to do is I would be at a location of like, what's that? What? Jim Gordon? No, what's the name of the Chrysler? I don't know. Any of the car places.
Jeff Gordon?
Is it Jeff? No.
I don't know. No, that's like a NASCAR racer.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't mean advertisement. It's going to be the Aaron Murky Toyota car dealership. And I am going to have the first 5 people who get there have to take a car, get a car, and then have a smash-up derby with it. And then
Do you have $100 million or $10 million? Because you have to get them to sign away their life on an insurance thing.
Why?
Because if they hurt themselves...
It's their own risk. You're risking your life for this $5 million. And then part of that scavenger hunt would be a swim down Red River. No one would ever do this.
Followed by tetanus shots afterwards. And hepatitis shots.
And then I would get a bunch of... I would close off Portage and Maine. And have 4 separate teams. So there'd be a goal on Portage going west, a goal on Portage going east, a goal on Maine going south, and a goal on Maine going north. And then everyone would have to ride donkeys and play like polo.
Like Rocket League, but human Rocket League?
Human Rocket League, but with donkeys. You're not driving cars, you're driving donkeys.
Okay.
And you're playing polo.
You have a lot of faith in the donkey population in Manitoba.
Don't matter. Get them here because I requested it.
Okay. I like it.
And then I'd stand on the Richardson building and like look down and then get a group of people to play Tetris with people.
Dave, can you... That's fun. That's awesome. Dave, can you buy a company in one day?
No.
Okay, there goes that plan.
No way.
There's no way you could get all this done.
Dave knows a lot because he works for the...
Dave, I could get this all done in a day, right?
If you started at 12:01 a.m. and then finished by 11:59 and 30 seconds.
Even if I just bought the newspapers, I'd be good with that.
I don't think you could buy it for $1 million.
No, not the company. Just the printing, all the advertisements in it.
That would be funny. And I would let anybody read any online article they wanted to for the free press for free. Because it is stupid.
Yeah.
And the hoops they make you jump through to read subpar reporting. Just saying that. Just putting that
in your face.
It's bad.
Free press.
It's bad sometimes. Like, there's some... Like, come on, guys. I love you. I respect journalism, but come on. I can read...
Not turtleism.
I can read New York Times articles for free. But you guys are so important. There, I got political. I threw it down.
Political.
Not like any of them are going to watch this.
No, exactly.
And if they do, write something cool about us, please.
Yeah. And you know what I would do? I'd make the Free Press make me the Sunshine Girl in the Free Press.
In-state sunshine girlness in the Free Press.
And then you would see the suing of the 2 companies.
And then they could be in the donkey match.
And they could be in the donkey match. And it would be called Schmocky Night, even though Schmocky Night's already a thing.
Call it Donkey Night in Canada.
Donkey Night in Canada. And yeah, I would broadcast that. I would pay to broadcast that.
That sounds good.
And then I'd have a talk show that evening about all of this. It'd all be filmed.
I'd give some money to the Hudson Bay to make the Bay building downtown a little prettier.
Yeah. And then I'd give $5 to Salvation Army. That's also.
That's it.
That's horrible.
That'd be fun to walk up with a wad of cash to like those little kettles that they have and just be like, sorry, it's not fitting. Can you open? That would be fun. That would be fun. And then go to like Tim Hortons and then go to the drive-thru and then be like, here's $5,000.
You know, it'd be a lot of fun.
Use that for whoever comes in for the whole day. Like every Tim Hortons you can find.
What's the fanciest like store you can buy clothes in?
In Winnipeg?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably a boutique or something.
But what is it?
I don't know.
That underwear store in Grant Park Mall.
That's a very expensive store.
I would get all the homeless people in the shelter and I would go down there and buy all the underwear for them that they want.
Really nice stuff. Because it starts your day off right if you have nice undies on. Feels good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that would be fun. You could go to, that'd be cool to bring like computers to like the mission and stuff and give them like one of those internet sticks. So it's like you can do what you need to do. Contact people you need to contact. Get some online education if you need to.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
Find a job. That'd be cool.
Now we're getting into practical things. I was trying to be really impractical.
Well, $10 million is hard to spend in one day.
Yeah.
But like go to the Mac store and like clean them out of like easy user-friendly computers.
Pay some kids' college debt off.
Yep. That would be fun. That'd be really
Giving
fun.
people their debt.
Yeah.
The banks would hate me.
Pay like 10 people to go and watch for random acts of kindness and then just give them money to give to people. Like if you see it, like someone being nice, like, you know, when the bus is going to pull away and they see some sweet lady like running down the street and then they stop, give that bus driver some money and then give that old lady some money.
I would film this all though and then put it on a BUCKO, a BUCKO show that is live from, I don't know, where would we go live from?
On my trip
The
to New
Burton
Zealand.
Cummings Theater that I just purchased.
Would you change it back to the Walker Theater? Name that?
Yeah.
A lot of people want to go back to that name.
I don't understand why we name things after some drunk guy. That sounds harsh.
He's a talented musician.
He's talented, but he's kind of an arrogant drunk dude. So
Don't know about
these eyes,
dun, 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 dun.
they cry for you.
It'd be fun to
These
set up a
eyes.
carnival somewhere and let that be free.
Like a free range carnival, is that what you're trying to say?
Like something fun. Like it's like all the games are free, so you can win prizes. You still have to win them. You don't get to walk up and go, I want that mini bike. You still have to get the things on the bottle or break the stuff. And then but like let everybody go for free.
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
And like cotton candy for free, mini donuts up the wazoo.
That would be fun. Making people fight for charity. So like getting nuns to fight for my donation.
Safely.
No, fight.
No, safely.
Like
Bare knuckle boxing sisters edition. Sister Mary Frances. Sister Mary Elise.
Blige?
Yeah.
Sister Mary Blige?
Mary J. Blige. She comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary J. Blige.
She'll sing the national anthem for that day.
Yeah, I would donate money to a lot of organizations that don't get enough, and I would kind of point out the organizations that get too much.
You know what would also be fun?
Yeah.
Dropping like a bunch of Jello, like just a bunch of Jello from a building, like a big, like more than a Turtle Tom pool. Like get like a
What the heck
huge.
is a turtle tom pool?
You don't know what a Turtle Tom pool is?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
It's one of those backyard pools that looks like a turtle from the 80s.
The Mr. Turtle Pool can help to keep you cool. You can sit on the rim or slide right into the Mr. Turtle Pool.
And it's just green. It's a green pool with a
Jeff
turtle head.
following you.
It's a Turtle Tom pool.
You know what though? Like if you dropped water as a window cleaner, I know this. If you dropped water from high enough, you can hurt someone. So Jello, I imagine, would probably hurt somebody.
Okay. We'd reenact after the Ghostbusters killed the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man
Oh, okay.
and all the marshmallow. So people would have to they'd quarter off it. It'd just be marshmallow and
A foam
foam
party.
and the foam falling from the
That's fun.
yeah.
It'd be cool to buy.
Saving the day.
Dave, is this $10
Saving the day.
Dave, is this $10 million during the Jets playoffs?
Sure.
Do you think I could buy enough tickets for like buy out the stadium, like buy out the arena for $10 million?
No.
Well, I'd spend $10 million and just buy people who don't get tickets to go.
Oh, that's nice.
That would be fun.
All the people that did have tickets would be very angry with you, though.
Too bad I paid $10 million.
I would insist. I would buy the Jets, and then insist on who
You
can
couldn't buy
insist
the Jets
on.
for $10 million.
This-
especially now that
on
they're-
this day I can.
Okay.
I would buy the Jets, and then who would I get? Who would I get to? I'm trying to think. Buy the Jets. Who would I get to coach? Who would I get to coach the Jets?
You.
I would coach the Jets. Yeah. I would coach the Jets.
Hit the pucks. Skate fast.
And then I would hire a sumo wrestler. I've always wanted to do this. This is the thing.
Theory. Yeah.
I would get a sumo wrestler, like the biggest sumo wrestler I could, to play goal.
Teach that sumo wrestler to skate in 6 to 7 hours.
You don't need to skate. You
have
just
to be
need
able
to
to
stand
balance.
there.
You have to be able to balance on skates.
Just balance on skates, stand there the whole game.
As a sumo wrestler.
As a sumo wrestler, wear the pads. I know the pads don't fit you. I'm so sorry.
You have
gonna
money.
You're
You
gonna have to deal with some black.
You could get some made.
Like some black
Black
bruises.
Black and blue.
But you're gonna save the day. And then again, foam party at the end with the lyrics and the song of the Ghostbusters end song. Saving the day, saving the day. That would be this theme music for the whole day. I only sing that part because we have no royalties to that at all. I don't even know what song it is,
I like it.
but that's what would happen.
I like it. I would also put some money into the radio stations so that they can expand their playing roster and not play the same 500 songs. Because each station does it. Except for the old lady station, old man and old lady station that plays like
37.4, right? Or 34?
93.7. That, and they're like, they'll be on, like,
Oh,
if
right,
you guys are in
93.7.
Winnipeg and you can listen to the station, it's fabulous because they'll be like,
Oh, here's the
hello?
weather. Are we on?
Did I push the button wrong?
Yep. Oh, okay.
That was Darla's Darlings by 16-year-old Mavis Willerby. She, there, and the weather today is, it's a fabulous station. So, but every other radio station always seems, they within their genre of music that station plays, they always kind of dance between the same 500 songs. So I'd be like, hey, the Guess Who plays other songs.
Yeah.
If you're going to have Canadian content. You don't need to play Nickelback.
Backman Turner Overdrive has a song that no one ever plays. I've never heard it until I found it. And what is it called?
Stayed awake all night.
Awake all night. Stayed awake all night. So good.
It's a really good song.
So that's pretty much it for the show. Let's close the show by being the newscasters on that show.
Okay.
And then with
Okay, wait, hold on.
Are we filming?
Joyce?
Yep. Okay. Oh, we're going. Okay. Thank you for joining Bucko and how we would spend $10 million.
Yep, no, that sounds great, Ken. I'll have a good time. Yep. Okay.
Please subscribe to our channel and press the alert button.
A button that looks kind of like a bell, but also like a gumdrop. Remember gumdrops?
And here's a song from Sally Struthers. Goodbye.
She okay?